talking about the drugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, let's play this clip. This is for Gray. Oh, poor Gray. He's by himself now. He's going to have to talk about the mayor of DC.
Appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city. The most significant thing that we are highlighting today is the area of crime that was most troubling for us in 2023. Now, we have driven it down over the last years, but I'm going to get my glasses so I can make sure I can see it correctly. But for carjackings, the difference between this period, this 20-day period of this federal surge and last year represents a 87% reduction in carjackings in Washington, D.C. We know that when carjackings go down, when the use of gun goes down, when homicide or robbery go down, neighborhoods feel safer and are safer. So this surge has been important.
All right, Gray. She said it went down. So are Trump's methods working? What's your thoughts?
You would have to be a dumb criminal to come out and start committing crime when you got the FBI, the National Guard, everybody coming around. You think criminals don't watch the news? Then they're not saying, "Oh, well, the boys is out there. Let's calm everything down." How long can they really stay there?
So you're not going to give credit where it's due?
Credit for what? Credit for bringing people in to temporarily cut a problem that once they leave is probably going to increase.
Okay, so Gray, are you putting your prediction that when the National Guard leaves, that the crime will go up?
If I'm a criminal, right? I commit crime. My job is crime. I wake up to commit crime every single day. Then if I know that the police are there, I'm not going to commit crime. I'm going to do something else while the police are
Question for you, Greg.
there.
So are you saying that the Democrats are not hard enough on crime, but once the National Guard leaves, crime is going to go up?
What I'm saying is that to assume that to what basically you guys are saying is that, oh well, the National Guard went there, so now the crime is down. Of course the crime is down. That's like if the SWAT team is in the hood, nobody's gonna commit crime. I mean, like, so it's basically like, yes, you're putting a band-aid on a massive problem. But what I'm saying is there may not be violent crimes happening, but do you think drug trade has stopped? Do you think sex trafficking has stopped? Do you think petty crimes have stopped? Most likely not. But if I am my career is stealing, taking, deleting people, once the people come around, I'm gonna say, hey guys, we gotta cool out. The people are here. We gotta wait till they get out of here, then we can get back to business.
Damn, 85 going in on you. You said you dancing like Chris Brown. Anyway.
Shout out
Oh,
to
man.
85.
All right, Mia, what's your thoughts? Do you think that this is a temporary band-aid, or do you think we're gonna see a long-term fix from this?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I think temporarily it's going to go down. However, I mean, they're still going to have to do something. I mean, whether it's the FBI still maintains a presence or the DEA or ATF still maintain a presence will need to be maintained in order to hold that law and order and discourage people from coming back out. I mean, who knows? It could stay down a little bit. I mean, some of those people may just not view it as worth it and may just leave the city and go commit crime somewhere else, I guess. And that'll keep the numbers down a little bit. I still think it's a win because, you know, carjackings are inherently, they're usually done with weapons, usually, especially if somebody fights, it results in death. So we can reasonably argue or make the reasonable assumption that people's lives have literally been saved. And any American life saved is a positive thing regardless. So 87% down, we can surmise that a decent amount of American lives have been saved through these carjackings and unalivings that equivocally come with them. So it's still a good thing. We definitely need some sort of long-term plan, though, to how they're going to hold the line to keep these people in these neighborhoods safe. Because all Americans deserve to be safe. And I said it when I was on Dana with the Data. These piece of shit assholes that are committing these crimes, these are our nephews, our cousins, our brothers, our boyfriends, our husbands, our baby daddies. Why are we allowing these people in these neighborhoods to terrorize us? It starts with us. I'm sorry, but like, if your baby daddy's out there deleting, I can't believe we're using TikTok, stabbing people and killing people. I mean, you may have been calling the police and turning him in. I'm sorry, dude. He's a menace to society. It is what it is. We need to stop harboring all these degenerate people in our community are the ones doing all this crime. So really, we need to be helping these police out a little bit more, because everybody deserves to be safe, and kids deserve to be able to go to parks without having to worry about dying from a stray bullet.
Enzo, what do you think the long-term plan is to ensure that this sticks?
So my long-term plan, something that I would advocate for, is this. Because I'm not gonna shit on the Democrats and say that crime is gonna go up. I hope they have measures in place after the 30 days or however long they have to actually put safeguards in place to keep, like, okay, yeah, it dropped 80 something percent in the 20 days that they've been there. That's amazing. Do I realistically think it's going to sit at 80% after the National Guard leaves? Absolutely not. I would say manageable would be like 50 to 60%, right? That's what I would think would be great for them to do themselves. I'm going to take it back to like my first take when we were talking about Mexico and the 3-letter agencies. I'm all for defunding all these 3-letter agencies. Taking that federal money that we're giving these 3-letter agencies to do whatever they want. They pretty much have unlimited money. Nobody talks about that at all. I'm completely against them. They've completely ruined our country, in my eyes, since the beginning of them. Take that money that we're giving them, give them to the local police departments of these big cities where crime is rampant. So the police can, I'm not gonna say militarize the police, but actually put like how Mondami wants to replace the New York City cops with social workers altogether. I'm not all for replacing the police with social workers, but have social aspects in there to actually help out the communities and actually have police in the areas that need a stronger police presence, but not to police the people, to actually clean up the areas, to actually speak to the youth, to actually change things in the area. Not just over police and arrest people just because they look a certain way or because they're affiliated or whatever it is. Actually help these people so we don't have those type of situations moving forward. That's what I'd be all for, because like I said, all these agencies have unlimited money. Let's take some of that money and actually give it to where we need it.
So I got my video, and what I was talking about before was that Black people are viewed as sharks, and I embrace this stereotype, apex predator. So anime is one of my favorite things. I'm a big anime fan, so shout out to, the maker of Naruto. This is from Naruto. This guy is basically, of his powers are as a shark, and he describes what I said very well in basically a description. He's a part of a criminal organization, but I'll let the video speak for itself.
Itachi, it's just like you said. Do you want to know something interesting? Most sharks are ovoviviparous, which means that the eggs hatch inside the female's body before the young are born. However, with some kinds of sharks, the number of eggs that hatch will differ from the number of young that emerge out of the mother's belly. Do you know why that is? Because of cannibalism. Right from the moment they hatch, they start eating each other inside their mother's uterus. The fratricidal warfare begins as soon as they're born. To each shark, all the others are just food to be eaten. Starting today, you are an Akatsuki member and my companion, so be wary of me.
Same goes for you.
Shout out to Naruto, but One Piece is my favorite. But my analogy basically is that I'm not taking up for people going out there and committing crimes. What I'm saying is that there is a culture problem where this happens. Like I've spoken here before. My cousin killed an innocent person. This person had nothing to do with anything. It was a person that owned a store. He killed this person, and then people looked at my family different in this place. So I don't agree with this, but I understand that people live a certain lifestyle and then they embrace that lifestyle and then they say, this is the codes I'm gonna live by and this is what I'm gonna do. So I understand why people may find that appalling or maybe even fear it. But what I'm saying is certain people that feel like this is what I am and this is what I'm gonna embrace. And some of those people are sharks.
Oh man.
You know what? I think we should deport them. Send them to Sudan. That would get crime going down. If you weren't going to jail, maybe you're going straight to Sudan. Nobody can commit crime. Or Uganda. Oh man, I wouldn't commit crime at all. I'd be like, nope, it's not worth it.
Send them a Kilmar.
We'll just deport them.
Man. Well, you know what though? This goes to what happened with Hurricane Katrina. So this was a perfect segue.